after my brother was sold, I swore to myself that if I ever got the chance, hell, I was making the chance to look for my family.
New Jersey history is at the helm of a newly commissioned play by Premier Stages. Thanks to the Liberty Live Commission Series, a unique partnership between Kean University's Liberty Hall Museum, Premier Stages seeks to produce new plays that celebrate the creative and rich diversity of New Jersey. Still is based on true events in 1850s New Jersey, wherein Peter has arrived at an abolitionist office seeking help from its director, William, an African-American leader in the Underground Railroad. As the two men learn more about each other's lives, they realize their vastly different pasts will lead them to a deeply connected future. We're here with Premier Stages at Kean University to speak with the cast and creatives behind Still. Did you know the history behind this play before it was commissioned?
I knew a tiny bit about William Still, basically the name, and basically his association with Harriet Tubman, and of course the larger things like the Civil War, emancipation, Reconstruction. But this particular story I wasn't aware of, so I really had to do a lot of research, thankfully, and I really appreciate it. I really like the opportunity to do that kind of research.
This play is based on true events from 1850s New Jersey. What does it mean to be bringing fiction to truth on stage?
A lot of producers hire me to direct shows of our history. I've done The Little Rock Nine, I've done Paul Robeson, I've done a show about Harriet Tubman. When people think about the Underground Railroad, they think about Moses. In other words, Miss Harriet. Rightly so, what she's done is incredible. But what Mr. Still did was to write it down. He took copious notes. After the Civil War, he published over 700 pages that gave us a lens to how the Underground Railroad worked. And it humanized these formerly enslaved individuals to a great degree. Also, what's really interesting about this play is that we have our two main characters, Peter Freedman and William Still. We have 4 more characters rounding out the show, and they play lots of different characters in very theatrical ways.
Jonathan said that I should talk to a Mr. Steele, so I much prefer to talk to him.
I'm Mr. Still.
Tell us a little bit about your character.
I play the character of William Still. And William Still was an abolitionist. He's one of the leaders of the Underground Railroad. He helped over 600 enslaved people become free. He decided to take very meticulous, detailed records of each enslaved person who came into his office. When those people came to him, he had some records to say, I actually might know some of your family members. So it was very lovely because he gave them the opportunity to reconnect with their lost family members.
I think of the word resilience when I think about Peter Freedman. The resilience of the human spirit, particularly with African Americans who have overcome massive odds in this country. He's a man who loves his family. He reverences his ancestors so passionately that he's willing to take risks in his own life for them. He's an intelligent man, despite the fact that he was not given the right to be formally educated. He's a survivor. He's a man who's living his life with purpose out of necessity.
Though it is a period piece, why do you feel this piece is timely in 2024?
I really like that question because it was a question that I asked myself when I was writing. This is a very fractious time. People are at each other's throats. They're so polarized. There's a lot of paranoia. There's a lot of suspicion. And I thought, in the 1850s, that's probably some of the same atmosphere, some of the same emotional dynamics that were going on.
I think the play still resonates today, even though we're talking about nearly 200 years, because William Still was fighting for freedom. He was fighting for certain rights. And even today, some of these rights are being taken away, such as the Voting Rights Act, which was passed in the 1960s. This current Supreme Court has regressed those. So the struggle for freedom, even though this country was founded on freedom, still remains.
During a time where we have particular individuals, organizations, institutions who are deliberately choosing to erase certain parts of history. And again, this is a man who made a choice to actually document history during that time. And if he was caught, he would have been murdered, and obviously all the information that he had would have been burned. And so all that information would be gone to us. And so without his records, we wouldn't have that information. And so I think that's why it's very timely.
We are at a pivotal moment in history right now. We know what was in the past, but we don't know what's in the future. But we'll see soon which direction this country wants to go in.
Why is this play so meaningful to you?
I think it's the first time this perspective of William's life is being told. So that's very special and quite unique. So I find that very fun and gratifying.
Personally, I'm always honored to celebrate those who came before me, whether it's a play from the Civil Rights era or plays from the Middle Passage.
I want to employ the theatrical medium, and I hope people are not only enlightened but also entertained.
The script also has inherent a lot of theatricality, a lot of moments that go back to the Greeks in terms of showmanship.
We have a wonderful cast. We have a wonderful director, an amazing writer, and you should definitely come to see this show.
Still runs from July 11th through July 28th at the Bauer Voucher Theater Center at Kean University. I'm Gina Marie Rodriguez for Jersey Arts. Thanks for watching.